If you are in business already or you're about to get started in business, then this video is for you. My name is Toby Agwejimi. I'm a CPA and founder of Doba Tax and Accounting LLC. And we're talking about business structure and their tax implications in today's video. There are different types of structure. You have the sole proprietorship and you also have limited liability company. For the limited liability company, you can have a single member LLC or a multi-member LLC. But in today's video, the focus is on sole proprietorship. Why is choosing the right business structure important for you? It not only affects your tax liability in terms of how much you pay and when you have to file, it also impacts on your ability to raise capital. It impacts on your sustainability and the growth for that business, and even the ability for you to invite other potential investors into your business, as well as the day-to-day operations of running that same business entity. So who is a sole proprietor? A sole proprietor is someone who wakes up one day, has an idea, and boom, they get started in that same idea. There's so many of you who are in that criteria, and I just need you to give me a few minutes to explain to you what that legal formation liability, as well as the tax treatment and when you have to file the tax forms for any of this entity. So for a sole proprietorship, that is the easiest and the simplest form of business to have. And why is that? You don't have to register anything with the IRS or set anything up with your state. You don't need a business bank account. You can run the show directly and run everything from your personal account. Also, something to note is when it comes to the liability protection, you are liable for everything. That means if anybody were to sue you for what you have done in the business, they can come after everything that you own personally, which means if you own a home, you own a house, you own properties, they can come after all of those things and strip you of everything within a split of a second. It has no liability protection. When it comes to tax treatment, you don't have to file a separate return, a business return for this entity, because what happens is you file the same form 1040, your tax form that you file every time, but there is a schedule that differs, that separates your return from the usual way. There's a schedule called a Schedule C. It's included in your return and it shows the income and the expenses for that return. Any balance that you make on that business in terms of profit gets additionally taxed at a 15.3% rate for self-employment tax. So if you're a sole proprietor, you always pay, in addition to whatever your tax bracket is, you always would owe additional 15.3% on the profit that you get from doing that business. When is the due date to file this return? It's April 15, and if you feel like you're not ready to file by April 15, make sure you put in an extension on or before that April 15 to have you additional 6 months that would enable you file that return. And the 6 months then takes you to October 15 of the same tax year. Let's bring it together right now and talk about the sole proprietor, with the pros and the cons. One, I told you it's the very easiest form of business to set up. You can wake up tomorrow with a business idea and boom, you get started. It's also that business idea that allows you to, the structure that allows you to keep doing different things until you figure out which one you really want to pursue, and then think about how you want the future of that final decision should be. You have full control over the business. All the profit is yours, but again, you always have to pay the tax additional 15.3%. What is the disadvantages? You are exposed to the liability that comes directly from the business. It might be challenging to raise capital if you need capital because it's running your name and you're doing it all by yourself. And that 15.3% additional tax, that can be a pain. So that's it. Be on the lookout for the next series of this video. It's a continuation. We'll be talking about the limited liability company. And again, this decision, business structure decision, is critical for you so that you can determine how you want to go or clean up what you already have. Thanks for watching. Bye.